As part of the update to CBRN-Analysis version 21, one of the updates that is incorporated is the ability to have the Sensor Connectivity Information Management module. Now this is deactivated, but if this particular module is purchased, then it will be activated, and on this demonstration you will see it activated and what that actually allows the operator to have as functionality. So if it is activated, then you'll have a sensor menu or sensors menu indicated on the menu bar inside CBRN-Analysis. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start the sensors up, and when the sensors are started up, then the mini view becomes available, and this is a mini view exactly the same as what it was before in previous SCIM applications, where it shows an overview of what the system is up to and its current state as far as the sensors are concerned. You can see we have the mini view there. That's always going to be displayed on top of any application that the operator may place on top of the desktop, on the laptop or the PC that they have CBR-Analysis on, if they're using version 21 with the SCIM module. Okay, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to press F11. I'm going to put the CBRN equipment on, go OK. There they are. They're in a status where they're not actually connected as yet. They are there, and you can double click onto them and you can see the configuration of each sensor and what that sensor has. In this case, this sensor array has nuclear, chem and MET and GPS. If we go into nuclear, then you can double click onto the icon inside here and it will bring up a visual representation of exactly what would be seen on the sensor. So that's the current state of that one, which is the nuclear one, and then you have chemical as well. There's the chemical one. And again, depending on the sensor, depends on whether you can command or send command controls to that sensor, whether you want to disable or backflush or whatever you want to do. So what I'm going to do now is actually start the Cbr and Sim Player, which is a simulator which you would need if you want to simulate the capabilities of using SCIM if it's not really connected to sensors. So I'm going to start that. And then once I do that, I have another menu up here, and I'm going to switch this one on. I'm going to start the simulation. So there's the simulation. I'm just going to move it out of the way. It will turn all the sensors green, and I'm then also going to have a release which is going to alarm two sensors. You'll see we've got one grayed out here, which is biological. So if I close down that, double click onto this icon, you see that we have an icon for biological, but it isn't online, so that capability isn't there at the moment. But again, also each one of our sensor arrays does have MET, which we can take current MET or we can do the 5-minute average of. So you have the ability to go into each one of these icons to indicate what their status is, but normally they're just displayed by the color code down here. Okay, so we've had an alarm. So we've had an alarm, two sensors have gone off, and what the operator then has to do to eliminate the noise that goes into out there from the actual application itself, is to indicate that they acknowledge the alarm. They can switch the alarm off. The sensors have now gone into offline to stop it keep on alarming and continually send reports. You can have it continuously on, but because we've now got these two red ones, that means it's automatically transferred the data from these two sensors, placed it into CBRN-Analysis, which has then converted it into Cbr4 reports. So if I just close this down and go to the CBRN view, and then we go to the Cbr4, we then have two reports that have been placed in by the sensors going off. So if we open up the Cbr4 reports, the information has been automatically populated for the operator, indicating how it was done, which is automatically the type of sensor, also taking into consideration the weather, but that won't make any difference because this would be indicated as an unobserved type C template. But it will also indicate in GenText indications of what the substance was, and in this case it's GB 4 bars indicated of the sensor. So that is how SCIM works and is integrated into CBRN analysis.